Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up the config file for American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator to allow you to use zero cam so you can fly around the map. If your truck gets stuck, you can also use the zero cam to put your truck back on the road. And we'll also show you how to set up triple screens. So let's get into this. So you're going to come into your documents folder, you're going to head over to American Truck or Euro Truck, and you're going to head down to the config file. So if your config file doesn't open up straight away, you can right click on it, you can go down to open with right here, and I open up with Notepad. So you click Notepad, click always, and then there you go, you can see that it's open. So what you're going to do is you're going to use Control and F brings up the search. So in the search, we're going to type in dev, and then we'll click enter, and it brings you to device. Right, so you click enter twice, and it will bring you down to developer. You change this from 0 to 1. So this will, when you first open it, it will be a 0. So you take out the 0 and put in a 1. And then you then also want to, in the search here, you're going to want to put in console. And then click enter. You don't want console state. You can do console state, but you want this one here, the one below console. You also change this from 0 to 1 as well. And then if you only want zero cam, then you can click file and then save, and then you're done. But if you are looking to set up triple screens, then you are going to need to look for a thing called Multimon. So here is all the Multimon stuff. So r_Multimon mode, this is going to be set to 0 if you're on a single screen, or you're going to set it to 2 for triple screens. And if you want a fixed FOV, then you will leave this at 50 for triple screens. But if you want to adjust it in the game, you will set it to 0. So when it's set to 0, when you go on the F4 menu, you can change your FOV on the slider in game. If this is set to 50, that means it is locked in game to 50 FOV, and you can't change it without coming into the config file and changing it here. So my recommendation is to leave it to 0 so you can change it in game, because if you change from truck to truck, it's not always the same FOV. You may need to tinker with it to make it look right on triple screens. So like I said, if you are on a single screen, you don't need to do any of this. You leave Multimon to 0, you leave the FOV as it is, and then you can use the slider in game. But if you are using triple screens, you're going to set the Multimon to number 2, and you're going to set the FOV to 0. And then you can then go into the game and you can adjust the seat positioning, the FOV, the mirrors, etc., all on the F4 menu. So that's how you do it. And then literally, once you've made the changes, I'm on a single screen currently, so I'm just going to leave mine to 0 and 50. No, and 50, as it was before. And then you click File, Save, and then we can come out of here, and then we can load up American Truck. And I'll show you how to use the console and the zero cam, etc. To select the right profile. Like I said, remember, you don't need to change the Multimon or the FOV if you're on a single screen. That is only needed to be changed if you're running triples. So we'll go to Drive. Right, so we're in the game. So underneath your escape key, there is like a sideways L and some dashes. That's called the tilter key. So when you press the tilter key, this is what will be brought up. So you can use different commands within this menu. Like you can do, say for instance, G underscore set underscore time, and then a space, and then you put in, say, 22, and then click enter, and it will now make it nighttime. But remember, if you are in a server, you do not have, if you do not have admin rights, you will not be able to use these commands in a convoy server or on Truckers MP and things like that. You can only use these commands within single player. So then again, we can do G underscore, no, actually we can press up on the arrow key, and then we can then take this out and put 12, and it will then bring us back to daylight. You can also use the G underscore go to, and then a space, and then whichever town you want to teleport to, and it will automatically teleport you there. But we're not going to carry on with that. You can find all the commands online. There's a list of all the commands that you can use in the console. And then obviously we've got zero cam, so you press the 0 key on the top of your keyboard and you will be put underneath your truck. And then you're going to use your mouse to move left and right, up and down. If you find that it's moving too fast, if you drag the scroll wheel backwards, it will slow everything down. So to move the 0 cam, you need a numpad on your keyboard. So you're going to use 8 to move forward. You're going to use 5 to go backwards. You're going to use 4 to go left, and you're going to use 6 to go right. So if you want to make it faster, you scroll the scroll wheel forward, and you can essentially fly around the map. And then when you want to put your truck back on the ground, slow your scroll wheel down a bit. You need to get close to the ground. Make sure you are close to the ground with the camera, because otherwise your truck will drop out the sky and you'll incur damage. So when you're low enough down to the ground, you're going to use Control and F9, and as you can see, my truck has now been teleported from where it was over there by the red spanner to over here. So that is the controls for the 0 cam to fly you around. Like I said, if your truck has fallen over or whatever, like I said, you can use 0 cam. You can then move. So let's move down the other end of the car park over here. Just imagine my truck's fallen over or something and I want to put myself back on the road. And then, so we've moved to where we want to go, and then you click Control, well, hold Control and then press F9, and then again my truck has been moved down the other end. So like I said, the tilter key underneath the escape button brings up the console, and then 0 on the keyboard puts you into 0 cam. So hope this video helped. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye for now.